we just see that our huge focus on logistics and general, fulfillment infrastructure is paying off today because we were investing upfront. So the last year growth was also close to 100%. And we were preparing for high season for this year, so we were a bit lucky having some, heavy infrastructure in place. And talking about the delivery network and last mile network, I think we were quick enough to react to the situation, and also we were employing a lot of people who actually lost their jobs, and we were launching special programs actually to hire people from the industries which suffered. And I think with all that together, with our IT solutions, which allows us to scale, to partner with different businesses, to integrate some of the third parties, actually helped us to scale quite dramatically. It took us like about 3 weeks actually to increase volumes by more than 40% sequentially.
Daniil, as you talk about CapEx and scaling the business, I want to ask you about the trends and whether they're here to stay. And I was fascinated by the commentary from your business that first-time buyers in lockdown have now become second-time buyers, but we are still living in a COVID-19 world. Russia, a slightly interesting situation, though, the first country to approve a vaccine, and clearly news of other vaccines as well. Today we're talking about problems with the main contender here, AstraZeneca. Do you think if there's inoculations, mass-scale vaccine that's taking place across Russia, that the habits around retail suddenly change?
Look, I mean, first of all, we all waiting for some vaccines, and we as a company, we want all the situation to be resolved. But anyway, all what's happening in the first half, we clearly see this as a transformational. We see that the e-commerce penetration in Russia is much lower versus other countries, and there is a strong secular trend that we envisage, and that we see is currently going on. And even if I talk about the April volumes, after the lockdown ended, we saw that like 25% of customers who made first order during the lockdown, they came back in June, July, which is a quite decent retention level for Ozon. So we of course see that all that is transformational, and a lot of people tried e-commerce. We saw very good growth in regions where traditionally e-commerce is less lower developed. So I think anyway, that's just an acceleration of a very structural secular trend.